I think to me the entrepreneurial spirit is just from a place of just utter and total authenticity. It's either in your heart or it's not.
There's a myth that entrepreneurs are risk takers. That's just a myth. We find opportunities and we try to squeeze as much as we can out of those opportunities.
Yeah. Great turnout. Yeah, we're excited.
The Alpha Lab Demo Day is a culminating event where the Alpha Lab companies have the opportunity to present their companies to a room full of investors and business leaders from the Pittsburgh area and throughout the country.
Put your name tags in your pocket for a minute. And wherever.
Everybody say Alpha Lab.
Alpha Lab.
Thank you.
Wow. Thanks for coming today, and we're very excited to welcome you back to the Alpha Lab portion of our demo day.
I start off and I just do a brief intro and I, allude to our revenues to get, investors interested.
Demo day for us isn't so much of a here we are type of statement. It's more of a progress report.
Alpha Lab is a 20-week accelerator program that helps innovative startup companies accelerate their company development and also market learning. The way we do it is we challenge these companies during the 20 weeks to significantly reduce the market and technology risk associated with their companies by employing agile customer development techniques to build working products based off customer validation and rapid iterations. We provide them with the resources to help them get there. Active mentoring, office space, educational sessions, learning from fellow entrepreneurs from each other, networking opportunities, and a $25,000 investment.
The Alpha Lab experience is one of the most intense 20-week experiences that you will ever receive in your life. So you get exposed to a lot of high-level mentors instead of professors. You get to learn a lot of real-life lessons instead of ones from a book, but it's definitely a crash course in learning how to be an entrepreneur. Sometimes
You need to just give an entrepreneur an opportunity to be successful. You need to give them a space that they can call their own, a space where they can create and make mistakes. And that's really what Alpha Lab has provided us, just an opportunity to make mistakes, grow, learn, and try to build our business.
You get the range of emotions leading up to demo day. There's obviously some stress and nervousness, because it is important and it's a highly visible event.
What's going through your head right now?
I keep on trying to visualize the result that I want at the end. So I keep on trying to visualize a very long line of investors and mentors who are interested in speaking to me afterwards. And then also I'm trying to envision a future demo day in the back of my mind where I'm up there saying that we've raised X amount in funding and we're very successful with so much in sales. So I just keep on trying to keep the dreams in the back of my head.
You could tell that they know their pitch now, they're comfortable with it, and now they're ready to go. So I think it kind of builds up from sort of some nervousness, the excitement.
You have butterflies?
I do. My CTO is actually here today. He's always just like, breathe. I tend to pick my nails when I'm nervous. He's like, stop picking. So it's pretty fun.
Next company is FutureDerm. FutureDerm is creating a unique brand in the beauty industry aimed at an increasingly sophisticated customer base. They're leveraging their success as a top and award-winning beauty blog and moving into the lucrative beauty products market. They launched their first product in August and have gotten tremendous results. I'd like to introduce Nikki Zavola, CEO and founder of FutureDerm.
Well, my original plan was to become a dermatologist and then to have a skincare company. My entire life, that's what I wanted to do. I always looked up to Estee Lauder. She was one of my role models.
I am currently on leave of absence to build the business as a third-year medical student at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine. While I was studying to be a dermatologist, I realized just how much science there was behind beauty products.
So FutureDerm essentially tackles the beauty industry from a scientific perspective. So whenever I was a medical school student studying to be a dermatologist, I recognized all of the science that there was behind beauty products. But whenever you read popular books, magazines, and look on TV, no one really talks about the science behind beauty products, despite the fact that there's an increasingly educated female population. And so I started a blog when I was in medical school addressing that, and now the site has grown to 250,000 views a month, and it was named the best beauty blog by Shape Magazine in 2011.
Our business model is simple. We started on FutureDerm.com, quickly moved into other distribution channels such as Joyus and Amazon.com, amongst others, and then we start with brick and mortar.
So our goal is to eventually have an entire line of products. So for instance, our first product is FutureDerm Time Release Retinol. It's been doing extremely well. Early product sales have been amazing. We have almost 30,000 in sales in 8 weeks.
We are currently asking for $300,000 to enhance our online sales and marketing presence, to meet our increasing inventory demands, and to generate $1.5 to $2 million in revenue in 18 months. With our established brand presence, we want for you to think whenever you want to look better or longer without Photoshop, you'll think of FutureDerm. Thank you.
So the guys on my team are telling me not to screw up or I'm fired. So a lot of pressure on the CEO. It's interesting, it's fun, it's different. I've never been a part of it, and I'm just excited. A little bit nervous to get on stage, but I'm ready to rock and roll.
Our final company today is Autoref, that's bringing innovation to the used car industry. They've developed a robust platform to enable car buyers and dealers to communicate and negotiate online, and they've gotten tremendous consumer response and dealer acceptance, building a network of dealerships that's already enabled hundreds of transactions. To tell you more about Autoref and their traction to date, I'd like to introduce you to Michael Pena.
I was thinking about this as I was standing out there. I have a confession to make, and it's something I'm not very proud of. My wife doesn't like to talk about it. The neighbors know about it. I used to be a used car salesman. Yes. It's how I paid for college, it's how I got through high school, and I worked at my uncle's dealership. And working there, I experienced both sides of the equation. I knew what it was like to sell cars, used cars specifically, and I also knew how difficult it was to find a used car that fit your budget. Anyone that's ever bought a used car knows that it's a headache. You have to go to the dealership, you have to negotiate 4 hours, and that doesn't even include searching for a car. It's time consuming for both dealers and buyers. So what we do is we put it all online. You can search for vehicles through our website. You can find your favorite cars, and then you can get final out-the-door pricing from multiple dealers, which saves you a lot of time. You don't have to go to the car dealership to negotiate. It's all done online. Introducing Autoref.com. Autoref is live today serving customers, allowing people to buy used cars. We also sell new cars, but really what we care about is the used space. On average, consumers spend about 4 hours at the dealership negotiating the final terms of the contract. Through our service, they're there for 45 minutes. So we save a lot of time for dealers and buyers. Because if you want to save time, the best way to do it and to save money is to have dealers compete for you. So we bring the consumer to the center and we tell dealers, fight for their business. Yeah, so we're kicking ass. I'll rephrase that. When we first got into Alpha Lab, we only had 300 dealers signed up for the platform. Today, we're nationwide. We have more than 5,200 dealers participating in our service. We have more than 3 million vehicles listed on our site, and we're nationwide. So what's our growth strategy? How are we going to take this to the next level? Well, it's pretty simple. We're going to raise $500,000, and we're going to convert 25,000 customers. What does that mean? That means we're going to sell 25,000 cars through our website. Let's put this in context. Last year, 27 million used cars were sold in the U.S. 25,000 is very attainable. At the rate that we charge our dealers, we're going to generate more than $6 million next year. So, if you're ready for a ride, if you're ready for the next evolutionary step in car buying, come talk to us. Thank you very much. So, it's not like it's a stagnant market. There's a lot of space, a lot of opportunities within the automotive.
So when you came into Alpha Lab, you had already started this business?
Offline. You know, we were testing it out. I was using my own dealership.
But officially,
Alpha Lab is what got us off the
about not yet. Gotcha.
And I mean, 4 months. It's been a roller coaster.
And the room was packed, and still lots of conversations going on, which told me that there was a high level of interest.
Why are you here today?
So Alpha Lab has done a terrific job among the national accelerators that we track in creating startup companies and helping them implement agile development practices in targeting large markets. So we've actually been an investor in 2 Alpha Lab companies, and we're looking for the next generation.
You wouldn't mind sending me some information?
Yeah, I'll send you an email. Do you have a card as well, or should I just? Yeah.
I have a stack of business cards of investors that approached us after the demo day presentation, so it went quite well today.
I was hoping for a little more investor interest today, but at the same time, I'm also elated that it's over, and I'm also grateful that we did get at least some interest.
So the sort of feedback that I got from investors after the presentation was along the lines of, here's my money, take it and run.